Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back to the Give Them Lala podcast. I thought today was Sunday, so just to roll with it. I was like, wait a minute. We have to record today. I have to get my blood drawn today. I'm looking a little sleepy.
Because you thought it was Sunday.
I always look a little sleepy. It's fine.
You're going to think it's Friday on a Thursday, and that's always kind of great too.
You know what? Let's go with that.
Because you get 2 Fridays.
I still think that the work week should only be 4 days.
Agreed.
Right?
But also, my work week, my 9 to 5, baby. Fridays were always great.
Yeah.
Little potlucks. You could leave early some days, but even if you couldn't, everybody was casually dressed.
Yeah. It was kind of like school. Every Friday you got out at 1:15.
Yeah.
So fun.
But like when I'd be there and I'd be like, oh, it's Friday. I wouldn't even care if I saw Thursday. I was like, no way. I get to enjoy 2 Fridays.
Yeah. The thing that I like about a Friday when you work a normal job or when you're still in school is that because it almost just feels like more of a party. Like there's not enough time in the day to like really get anything done. Like at school, remember? At school, didn't we get out at like 11 something on Fridays in high school?
Tell you
classes were cut so short. I'm like, today's a party. It's socializing hour.
No, I remember going into class, and by the time you sat down and got your books out, they were like, all right, and have a good one. You were like, well, did we get homework? No. That's why I failed school the Fridays.
The Fridays were messing everybody up.
Did I have homework to turn in? Did I have homework to do over the weekend? I don't know. There wasn't enough time.
We had a spectacular weekend.
Oh, you're telling me.
The Russins came into town. It was a little vacay / baby shower. Kristen and Candace. We could not have done it without them. I'm telling you.
That's kind of our life story. We couldn't do it without a lot of people.
The thing is, I could have helped, but it would have made everything go slower, to be honest. You know? So I helped with the taking down, like the popping of the balloons after the shower, but I just let them roll because they were on a roll and they were getting shit done. And I'm telling you, it was spectacular. So my dear friend Meredith, who I actually met through Ariana, and then she and I connected on a deeper level because she also got a donor. And her donor is a little bit different than mine. It's her gay best friend. So it was like really cute because he came. Anyway, the theme was Here Comes the Sun. SON, because she's having a boy, and it was like hippie Beatles themed. Kristen killed it. Like, I'm gonna have Kristen plan Sosa's first birthday, which I'm still debating on the theme. Like, Ocean's first birthday was easy because it was just ocean themed, you know. But with Sosa, I'm like, what do I do for this?
Baseball bats.
I know, right? I don't know. I'm like,
baseball
what's the
theme? Good old Sammy Sosa.
I know, but she wasn't named after him.
Or
but
we could do it
I did
Chief
float
Keef
that
style.
Oh no, because apparently Sosa means like cocaine in that song. And whenever anyone says like, "Oh, Sosa was named after cocaine," I'm like, your drug addict is showing. Like, on what planet are you so deep in your addiction that where you're like rolling up on a drug dealer being like, you have Sosa?
Do you want to know what's crazy? I've been in that world and I've been able to connect dots. I thought he was calling himself Sosa.
Me too. I thought he was calling himself
Bitches
Sosa.
love Chief Keef, but I'm Sosa.
I thought he meant like he's a heavy hitter.
Same. Like, bitches love me.
Yeah, because then he talks about the slugger to the head.
Like, I thought he was talking in third person.
Which I do often. So it could not be further from what he's talking about.
Well, Sosa, I got some Wikipedia.
I don't know. All I know is Sosa was not named after Coca-Cola or Sammy Sosa. I just liked the name. Anyway, if you guys live in Salt Lake City or just anywhere in that area in Utah, I highly recommend Kristen to plan whatever you need.
I agree.
She did it all.
She did the Lamborghini. Sorry to interrupt, but she did the Lamborghini event for the brand new car that they released in Salt Lake City at their event. And Kristen did the flowers for all of it.
But she doesn't outsource.
No.
Like,
they came
you want
to her.
Food? She makes the food. She does the cake. She does the flowers. She does the backdrop. She does the balloons. Mm-hmm. So most party planners, like, they outsource, right? They
She
plan the
does.
party, and then they say, I'm going to reach out to this cookie vendor. I'm going to reach out to this person to do the balloon arch, this person for the backdrop. Kristen literally did it all. I'll drop pictures, you guys, because it was absolutely spectacular.
We've been spoiled with her flowers our whole life. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I know.
And now we compare everything to hers.
Yeah,
That's
no,
why
the house looks gorgeous.
Nothing compares.
But I have news.
Tell me all of it.
And I asked if it was okay to share this before I got on the mic. So you guys know the ups and downs that I have been going through with Kristen Doute. And the reason she and I fell off originally, which was like a year and a half ago, was
A lot of Kristens being thrown around.
now we're on Kristen Doute.
Fucking lost.
But she's also dear friends with Meredith. Anyway, she and I fell off because I had seen a video of her doing Zach Unfiltered with Zach. It was like a live podcast. And there was a girl who used to be on Shaws of Sunset who was commenting on me as a parent and as a person. And Doute, in my mind, didn't defend me. Whether that was true or not, I still to this day do not know, because you have to remember I had my hormonal goggles on. Either way, I went to Brittany and said, Kristen's dead to me. And
That escalated.
Brittany tells her, and it escalated things. Cut to where we are now. We haven't really spoken. We've spoken about each other, but we haven't been good. Anyway, during her pregnancy, I have been reaching out a lot and not getting a response. Totally fine. Then she started warming up, and I was getting a response. The day before the shower, I got a message from her saying, basically, I won't share exactly what it was. She said she was debating coming to the shower because she didn't know if it was appropriate for her to welcome herself into my home with where we've been, but she wants to be here to support Meredith. I wrote her a lengthy text message. I do feel like our fallout really was only my fault.
That's big of you to say.
I don't know that it's big of me to say. What I do know is I was pregnant.
It's good of you to take accountability.
Well, I appreciate
Of
that.
course.
Just with a 30,000-foot view, my hormones were raging. Although I knew that I had made the right decision when it came to getting a donor with Sosa, I would be lying if I said there weren't moments where I was very scared. Like, how is this going to go? Is she going to grow up and look at me like I'm an insane person and wish that she had a dad? Like, it was just an internal battle. And also at that stage, I was dealing with the aftermath of a really difficult season. And so I cut people out of my life thinking like this is my way of protecting myself. Anyway, long story short, I sent her this message. Her response was, "You've got me very emotional." I left it at that. I said, but I want you comfortable. So if you're not ready, I completely respect that wholeheartedly. But just know you're always most welcome in my home. And she came, and we refollowed each other on Instagram. That's when you know.
That's when
we're
you
back
know
at it, bitch.
when Instagram is involved.
I forwarded her a link to the perfect PJs for your hospital bag.
Oh, I was thinking private jets. Okay.
No. And I feel really, really happy about us being able to rekindle a friendship. I'm sure it's going to be a slow roll. You know me, I'm either all out or I'm all in. So
Yeah.
finding the gray. But I did ask her, I'm like, hey, I usually on the podcast recap my weekend. Are you okay with me mentioning that you came to the shower? And she said, you do, you boo. So
I'm glad.
I feel really, that's like a weight lifted off of me.
I will say I don't watch shows. I don't do anything, but there's just something about me that remembers you in Vanderpump when you were friends with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice to just see that like that's could come back in with a couple people that you're wanting in your life, because I see it in your like the way you go about it. Like your energy's higher. So I'm glad that like you're rekindling that with her and all of that.
I am too. And I'm glad that we could make it right before she gives birth.
Yes.
Because I missed out on all of Sheena's pregnancy because we were beefing. I can't help but think I'm the common denominator of these things.
It sucks that Amir is following you around, right?
Hey, admitting you have a problem
That's the thing.
is the first step.
Hey, if you can admit that, you're ready for action.
You know, it's all good.
And that's all that matters.
It's all good. I've taken a step back in life and really reevaluated and thought, you know, and you're learning this, Easton. I don't know if you're to this step, but like when you have to sit down in sobriety in our program and take inventory, take accountability, what part did I play?
Did that?
It's a lot.
I told you, I'm not kidding you. I was in a very dark spot because of that. I had to wake up and think about who I resent. Mm-hmm. How could you be in a good mind when you're like waking up and you're like, who the fuck am I pissed off?
I know.
Again?
And they're like, who do you resent? Make a list. And you're like, yeah, I'm so pissed. And they're like, now let's talk about your part. And it's
I am right now on my 9th step of
making amends.
Yeah.
The best step.
Yeah. There's some people. Hey.
Me? Do I get?
Yes. There are so many things that I did to you, Mom, that I have to make amends with.
Cannot wait.
Yes.
Just kidding. I'm very proud
this
of you,
bitch.
TT.
Never mind. Hers doesn't get a cum. Better unsaid.
How many times have you guys heard me talk about financial independence and making sure you're good in case something happens? You want to be able to take care of yourself and take care of your babies. Well, when you open a Chime checking account, you're one step closer to a better financial future. A Chime checking account has no maintenance fees, and it has fee-free overdraft up to $200. Just set up qualifying direct deposits, sign up for Spot Me, and Chime will spot you up to $200 if you go over your balance. To date, Chime has helped spot members over $30 billion. Plus, you can qualify to get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. And if you ever want access to your pay before payday, you can use My Pay to get up to $500 of your pay with no mandatory fees or interest for those who qualify. Make progress towards a better financial future with Chime. Open your account in about 2 minutes at chime.com/Lala. That's chime.com/Lala. Chime. Feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. or Stride Bank, N.A. Members FDIC. Spot Me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Fees apply at out-of-network ATMs. My Pay eligibility requirements apply. Credit limits range from $20 to $500. $2 fee applies to get funds instantly. Chime checking account required. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.
So during the Russins being here and us pulling together Meredith's baby shower, the Easton ended up going to Palm Springs. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes. I will say, when people come into town, Kristen came into town to do the flowers and all that, so we gave up bedrooms. When that happens, we go, we're going to Palm Springs.
You know what's wild is how did I move into a bigger home than the apartment, but I feel like I have less
rooms?
How does it make any sense?
We're not utilizing a lot of the rooms because they're offices, but we have plans. We have plans.
You guys, I'm getting a Murphy bed.
The fucking Murphy bed.
I never thought I'd see the day.
I know. Do you want to know what I'm excited for?
Tell me.
To pull that thing out of the wall.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
It will be fun.
But we went to Palm Springs.
Okay. What?
The city is tired.
Palm Springs is tired?
Oh, they are. They've given up. After Coachella week 1, Coachella week 2.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now Stagecoach is done. This weekend,
Yeah.
there were soulless bodies just working because of the hell that they had just been through.
Wow. And it's been like 2 weeks since it's been over. Or 1 week. Okay.
1 week.
Yeah.
We went to Taco Bell.
Okay.
Come to find out, 2 or 12 Cinnabon order. Throw a 6 in there. That's my topic.
Okay. Love
so
it.
that happens. We get like their freezes, you know, the blast.
The Baja Blast.
They fill them up halfway.
Are you joking?
Calvin grabs it and he looks at it and he doesn't even bring it in the car. He goes, "Excuse me." And the girl goes, "What?" Oh. And he goes, "Could you fill it up?" Half.
Oh, they are tired.
2 of them. So
Quite
we had to
literally
refill.
half-assing things.
Half-assing. We then ordered Panera bread.
Okay.
Oh my.
Broccoli cheese soup.
Nailed it. bread bowl.
Of course.
2 bread bowls we ordered on it.
Oh, no. Did you Postmates?
Postmates.
And did you click the double?
No, we didn't even get a fucking bread bowl. Pardon my language. Ruined my night. Not
The
only
whole
that,
reason I order broccoli cheese is for the bread bowl.
so instead of the bread bowls, they gave us 6 baguettes, not separately wrapped, dumped in the bottom of the bag with our bread, like our soups on top of them, alongside the plastic salad thing, just laying on top of it. And I was like, usually we get them in a separate, smaller bag that I dig into. Nope, just thrown at the bottom, and I was disgusted.
What I'm confused about is like Taco Bell I get because a lot of people go to Taco Bell.
I don't get Taco Bell.
Guys.
Fill my drink up. Fill my drink up. No? Like that,
I agree.
Common
no,
sense.
but Panera
like,
bread,
I wouldn't give
like
that up.
who on a Buck Wild weekend is like, I would smash Panera.
Oh, we were getting over sicknesses. We needed soup and bread, baby.
No,
Soup
but like, why are
and
you
bread.
guys tired?
No.
Not you guys, but the people working at Panera. Come on, it couldn't have been that poppin' during Coachella weekend and
we're
Stagecoach.
Far.
We're
We're
so
a
far.
distance. So no, it has given up. It even looked like it. People were honking for no reason. People are pissed off.
Yeah,
I didn't
because
see one cop.
can I tell you why they're pissed off though? Because everybody who lives in Palm Springs has moved from LA to Palm Springs to get away from LA.
And LA just
and
moved
then LA
into
moves in for 3 weeks and it's like, get away.
Let me tell you this.
We are exhausting.
I am not mad at him
Yeah.
for being exhausted. But you should have felt my energy that I felt for you, and you should have filled that fucking cup up.
Yeah, he was being empathetic.
Right?
Fill his...
And then also, don't put my French bread at the bottom of the bag with shit on top of it.
It's just so good. It's so good.
I ate the bread, though.
Of course, you're a dirty bastard. Old dirty bastard.
But yes,
sitting next to me.
Palm Springs was amazing. After we found
You
out they
guys
didn't
hit
give
up
up.
Market.
We went to Market again. They
You guys-
remembered us.
Market, if you are in Palm Springs, you must go. It's like 40,000 square feet. 40,000 square feet of curated vintage goods.
So we talked to the girl. We have to
Okay.
go to Yucca Valley.
I think it's Yucca.
Yucca Valley.
I don't know.
However you pronounce it.
Yeah, there's another one.
That she said that's the sister store.
Okay.
Where they'll bring a lot of that to there.
Okay.
So you can get the stuff earlier in a sense. Because the same dude owns that one, the Market, and one other one.
Yeah.
But the girl was like, I go up there and get all of my stuff. She goes, I have a rack and it's all from that store. And we went to it. And I was like,
hell
damn,
yeah.
45-minute drive. We're going.
We're going. I love it. We'll hit the
Hit the
Cabazon
Market, hit the-
outlets, Market, then the Yucca Valley one. They were featured in Vogue, which was pretty legit.
You guys, I am so excited that it is spring. It is time to do my spring cleaning. I'm getting rid of all of this like bulky winter gear. I'm making room in my closet for some new goods. And of course, if you're like me, you have the little ones who like truly grow like weeds. So they also need a new wardrobe for spring. Thank goodness I joined Rakuten. Rakuten is the most rewarding way to save because you can stack cash back on top of sales and deals. For real, those 50 to 75% off sales from stores plus cash back from Rakuten. And right now is the best time to shop with Rakuten because Big Give Week is back, May 5th through May 12th. Big Give Week is a big deal, you guys. We all love to save. We all love to ball on a budget, but this is the week to save and get the most cash back. You'll get 15% cash back at hundreds of stores for 8 days long. These are the highest cashback rates of the year. Think fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, pet stuff, you name it. We're talking 15% cash back at the stores we all love, like Ulta, Burt's Bees Baby, Levi's, and even more. But only during Rakuten's Big Give Week, May 5th through May 12th. So grab some storage bins and extra long storage bags from Temu to pack all that winter wear away. Refresh your makeup at Ulta, maybe grab a new scent for summer, check out the matching outfits for mama and dad and every size kid at Burt's Bees Baby. They are so cute. I'm not even joking. Seriously adorable. All while getting 15% cash back when you shop with Rakuten. Rakuten makes it super simple to sign up to. It's so easy and takes just seconds. Plus, I get my cash back sent directly to my PayPal, and it feels so good whenever I see it hit my account. It's like a gift from me to me every time I open up Rakuten. But listen, these crazy high cashback rates won't last forever. They're only here during Big Give Week, you guys. Again, May 5th through May 12th. So you need to hurry. You know you're going to want to travel while the kids are out of school. So book the rooms with Hotels.com and grab the flights with Expedia right now and save, mama. That'll take a little of the sting out of it. Whatever's on your list, Rakuten can help you save on it. Big Give Week is about to be your new favorite week of the year. Trust me. Rakuten is a good decision every day of the year, but especially during Big Give Week. Membership is free, and when you sign up and shop today, you get a $20 welcome bonus. That's extra cash on top of the 15% cash back. You won't see higher cashback rates than these. Go to Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving today. Rakuten. Your cashback really adds up. Rakuten.com. Terms apply.
I just read this and I was shooketh to my core because I'm like, hold on. You're telling me that this New Yorker who's like New York through and through, Bethenny Frankel, has moved to Miami, Florida.
But isn't that what they usually... Miami's wild. I didn't think that's where she went.
I just
but
don't
a lot of people
picture
in New
her...
York, don't they retire and move to Florida?
I feel like they retire in like Boca. Like Miami, don't judge me. It's like the trash bag of America. Like that's where anyone who like really is like has burned a lot of bridges, who's kind of skeezy, they move to Miami.
I love going to Miami.
Am I going to get so much heat for saying that?
Because I'm backing you up. When I go to Miami, I love the vacation. But if you go to Miami and don't feel the same way you do about Vegas of I need to get out, you are not a regular human being.
Here's the thing. Vegas to me, this is what I equate it to. It's like, okay, we're going to Vegas for the weekend and I am doing drugs this weekend for recreational use. Miami gives me the vibe of I wake up, do blow, and do skeezy shit, and then I do another line at lunch and another line at dinner, and this is an everyday thing. It's like it's just the whole, and maybe I have PTSD from Miami, but I just don't see Bethenny Frankel as a Miami woman. The weather is great, whatever, but...
And that's the thing that sucks is Miami is so beautiful. Like that's where, if you were to ask where I want to live, like on the map, that is the place with like the inlet and like being able to just drop your boat right off the back, your pool. It really is top tier if we could get some top tier people in there.
Literally just talking about Miami and you explaining it, I have a lump in my throat.
See, but like we got to go back and do it right because it really is like nightlife in Miami. I don't want. I want
the day life?
I don't even want the day parties. The food in Miami is unreal because of all of the ethnicities that are in that. Like, it's such good food. Cuban coffee, all of those little things. Like, I want to wake up. I would love to run on, like, near the beach. Then grab a Cuban coffee. Go grab lunch somewhere nice. Go back to the house and make dinner. And then just have my view of the beach or of my inlet with a pool. And I'm thinking way out of the box.
Maybe I just need to go back and like reclaim it.
I'm not trying to go to 11 or Space. I'm not trying to do those things. I want like a rooftop at noon with a good lunch.
Yeah, I mean, when I watch Real Housewives of Miami, I'm like, I could live there. And then, yeah.
It's the nightlife that's dirty and skeezy.
I don't know. It all makes me feel very uncomfortable. But she moved herself, obviously, and her 14-year-old daughter, Bryn. I wonder where the dad is. Jason Hoppy, who's like an insane person.
Also like a 14-year-old. I don't know Miami. There could be great schools and stuff, but I just don't.
Here's the thing. Bethenny Frankel is legit AF. So she's doing it right no matter what. No. But she said that she felt like she was drowning in New York. Like she felt like the property that the home she was in, it was too big for the two of them. She said a lot of times she felt very alone, which is such a wild thing because people who live in New York live there because it's almost like you feel like you're never alone because there's so much happening. Right?
Yeah, but like think of you. You would feel like you're drowning.
I could never live in New York.
Yeah. But I feel like if you're drowning in New York, you're going to sink in Miami.
Let me tell you something.
Shit.
Am a Los Angeles bitch in the valley, cruising on Ventura in my 6'4". It is legit.
I love it over here.
I love it over here too.
Parking
it makes
lots,
me really
parking
happy.
Spaces. Get at me.
So, in more housewife news,
No.
Lisa Rinna, who's one of my most favorite humans, and I've talked about her a lot, and she's like really killing it in the fashion world. But she has a podcast with her husband now, Harry Hamlin, who she always refers to as Harry Hamlin. Like, she never calls him Harry. But she said on the Let's Not Talk About the Husband podcast, if a billionaire sugar daddy came along and said, you have to do Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and I will pay you $25 million, then she would be like, okay, fine, sure. Same.
I think I do it for
And
15.
by the way, how
10.
much money are you making now in the fashion world where like they got to be at 25 mil for you to do it? Oh. Like, she grew up in the world of like soaps. She was like top tier
Like
soap opera actress.
I thought you were talking Dove and stuff, and I was like, oh, she's
No.
got money.
No, but she did get 7 figures for the Depends ad that she did. Let me tell you something.
I need more than 7 figures for a Depends.
Really?
If somebody looks at me, all they're thinking is like they're shitting themselves or they can't control. Like, I need a lot more money to be looked at outside of he can't hold his bowels.
I don't know. I guess, what was the ad? Was it a picture? Were you strutting?
She probably had to be in
down?
a bra and the Depends, and she's probably on the Depends when you buy the box.
I don't think she would be on the boxes for just 7 figures. That's like a big... You don't know when they're going to run out. How many
It
units?
could have been just for a quarter.
A what?
For a quarter, like there's things in it. Like a quarter of the year, she was on the box. Like, who knows what the thing could have been. All I know is
what I would
there's a
gift.
picture of her with the pens on, and that's enough for me to need 8, 9, 10
Well, now she's balling
figures.
because she wouldn't do Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for less than 25. And I have to say, I liked what she brought. I would love to see her back on. And I don't know that the rest, that's an unpopular opinion. Her last season, people were up in arms.
Whoa.
Which I still don't get.
No
Like,
one
at what point can we watch a show and be like, why are people acting like she murdered someone's dog? People get so invested. It's the blessing and the curse of Bravo. You've got the diehards, but when they're not rocking with you, they want to see you like buried in their backyard. Like, what we're going to do is we're going to dig a pool, bury her here, and
How
then...
can we cancel her?
Exactly. And then we're going to fill her up with concrete, never to be seen again. And you cannot shake it off. They forever remember.
Well, yeah, and then you start moving different and not even authentically you because you're like, what are they going to say?
She's pretty authentically her.
Because she's not on Bravo.
Yeah. But she's still talking about it.
True.
I bet
and I'm not saying everybody
but
on Bravo isn't authentic, but a lot of people are worried about what the Bravo universe can do. So yes.
It is utterly terrifying.
I'm not even in it, and I'm in it.
I know.
My hair. Let's just talk about that.
They love to talk about your hair.
About my hair.
How dare you?
No, leave me alone. I'm not even on the show.
I know, but I guarantee you when Lisa Rinna does her podcast, the majority of the people who are listening, writing in, commenting are Bravo fans because...
But she doesn't get repercussions from Bravo.
I'm sure the little D-list blogs say, Lisa Rinna said this now, and then they all are
Bravo
bandwagoners.
can't come to her and be
no,
like,
she can do whatever she wants.
That's where I'm saying.
She can do whatever she wants. Okay, the last thing in housewife news, because again, once you're in, even if you're not on a show anymore, like you're still in it, right?
In it.
Spring is in full bloom on DraftKings Casino. New offers and promos are sprouting up daily. And right now, new players can play $5 on anything and get 350 casino spins instantly on a featured slot game. Download the app and sign up with code GiveThemLala. Take the featured slot for a spin and explore thousands of others in the DraftKings game library. Check back daily to claim the hottest offers and promos on DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Connecticut and Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins valid for featured game only and expire in 168 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends June 15th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
Danielle Staub. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay. Very early stages of Jersey, like table flipping days with Teresa Giudice. So she went on a rant against Margaret Josephs, Marge Sr. She has a podcast, Danielle does. It's called Danielle Staub Absolutely. And
Sosa loves it, by the way.
No, Sosa thinks that Danielle Staub is a lunatic like the rest of us. I personally am obsessed with her. She, after this, she's so crazy. She's my favorite human on the planet. But like, you don't really want her as a friend.
Because everything will be just aired out.
No, who cares about that? It's like the weird shit. So right now she's accusing, I'm so dead. She accused Margaret and Joe, her husband, her sweet husband with the mustache. Joe.
I love Joe.
Yeah.
With the glasses.
Does he wear glasses sometimes?
I thought he had a pair of glasses on when
Probably.
he and the boys were getting drunk in one of the episodes. I thought he had glasses.
He may have. Everyone, as they get older, the vision goes.
Well, I need them.
Yeah.
I should be wearing them now.
So Danielle is claiming that they owe her friend over $200,000, okay? But she also claims that Margaret stole her couch, okay? But listen. You have my couch in your house. I wish I could do her voice. Oh, and also she says, I don't want to be friends with these women.
With these women.
These women are insane. And everyone's like, do you mean women? And she cannot for the life of her say
Grasp it.
Grasp it. So she's probably like, you have
can't
my
put it
couch
plural.
in your house. You stole it from me. I don't care how you got it. You don't have it with my permission. It's a custom couch. It's my couch. Any more furniture you're going to steal from me, I'll come up with a roundabout number that maybe you guys will be able to afford if you pay back the $216,000 you owe my friends.
Isn't she she's got a slim face?
Yeah, and she did like a
Thin
porno.
little nose.
She's got dark
hair.
brown hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about, and you nailed it.
Yeah. She's grade A television.
Yeah.
Like if someone were to just place the finest piece of marble meat on the screen.
That's her.
That is Danielle Staub. The level of insanity to be like, you have my couch, you stole it. I don't know how. Someone must have given it to you without my permission.
Did they get it?
Who knows?
So
she
they-
maybe gave it
so
to
she
a
didn't
friend
steal
who
it?
took it to a local, secondhand. Mm-hmm. I don't freaking know.
Sounds like Danielle needs some money and she's grasping at straws.
I think Danielle wants people to listen to her podcast, and it's working because here we are talking about it.
Great podcast,
It's
sounds like. I
working.
think I'm going to listen. Because I like her voice. It keeps me entertained.
Oh, I mean, the throwback of Jersey where she brings these little dudes fresh out of prison to the brownstone. Okay. The brownstone is this, where people can get married, people host charity events there. So Caroline Manzo is who owns the brownstone. It's like her husband's family's. It's been in the family for generations. They roll up to this charity event. Okay. A charity event for a little girl who has cancer. Okay. And Danielle rolls up with her mob, and it's this guy who's got hair like this.
Oh.
But it's short.
Kind of like
His
emo-y?
name's Danny. It's
Like
not
a
emo.
punk
It's
rock?
a little, kind of like how men used to wear their
screamo
hair
music?
like dad. Like dad's friends, how the ones where it was they've been divorced 14 times. Maybe have a drinking problem.
No, for sure do. Like they didn't shower their head. Kind of
just a little funky, maybe in trouble with the IRS a little bit. You know what I'm
Nailed it.
talking about. That kind
Nailed
of
it.
vibe.
Yes.
So she rolls up, And sweet Carolyn's son, who's doing valet, is like, oh, you guys are going to be in for a real surprise or something like that because they're so like overly dressed or something. And she's in her interview and she's like, this is exactly why I brought Danny. They're saying we're in for a surprise.
What surprise?
It's a setup. And they don't have enough seats for her and her crew because you have to RSVP. It's like a table dinner with,
Yeah, normal.
They are like, we've been ambushed. We're not welcome here. We're not welcome here. This is bullshit. Like losing their minds in this charity event. She thinks she's been set up and that they're not catering to her guests because they're a little rough around the edges. Like
we're catering to
who
the
RSVP,
fundraiser as well.
People who RSVP.
Yeah.
And you're in for a surprise because you're dressed very well and this is a very just like chill event.
Yeah,
or maybe it was the opposite.
Casual.
They lost their minds. By the way, I'm forcing you because today's like a chill day. I'm forcing you to watch it.
I'll watch that one.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by BetterHelp. 26% of Americans who participated in a recent survey say they've avoided seeking mental health support due to fear of judgment. When people hesitate to get help, it doesn't just affect them. It impacts families, workplaces, and entire communities. This Mental Health Awareness Month, let's encourage everyone to take care of their well-being and break the stigma. The world is better when people are healthy and happy. Therapy is a great way to take care of your mental health. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it is for everyone. It isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma or loss. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapists from their diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. And with BetterHelp, you can easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. We're all better with help. Visit BetterHelp.com/GTL to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GTL.
Today, while I was getting my blood drawn, I had 7 vials and I was stressed out of my mind. The phlebotomist rolls up and she was super cool. And I'm like, I pass out. So she had me lay on the couch and she's like, is there anything that you need to like maybe make this a little bit easier? I said, let's turn on Peacock and we'll watch like Love Hotel. So that's a new show. It's giving me Bachelor vibes, like where they give people a key. Like that's how you know that the girls have chosen you.
Okay.
Yes. So there's 4 cast members: Ashley Darby, Giselle Bryant, Luann, and Shannon Bedore. And I can't remember how many guys there are right now, but there's like this one guy who's like a surfer dude who I'm pretty sure is like pretty big on Instagram because I think I've heard about this guy. He's like salt and pepper hair, tan skin. He's a good looking guy, but you can tell his vibe is like he knows he's kind of the shit. Like he knows he's an older, like, yeah. Then there's a really sweet guy who his first wife, it only lasted a year and a half. And Shannon Bedore is like, let me guess her age. She's probably in her 20s. And he was like, no, she was a year younger than me or a year older than me. So he had to have been in his 50s.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay, and what about the second? He was like, she battled leukemia twice and passed away. So now he's tugging at Shannon's heartstrings. Keep in mind, I did not watch the entire episode, but I did like it to the point where when I paused it and went back to watch it, Mom was like, no, you're not watching it. I go, oh, you actually want to like sit down and watch this like an episode of Housewives.
Yeah.
Mom's very into it. It's giving a combination of like Golden Bachelor, Love Island, Too Hot to Handle.
So it's just like they just threw everything in and kind of stirred the pot.
Totally. But I actually think it's a really, really good idea. And if you conquer the art of really getting good dudes in here who have a lot to offer, housewives are crazy. Reality TV stars are crazy.
Yes.
You know, we can be a little bit self-absorbed. We can be up in the night. We can be a little chaotic. But I think Dorit would be a great one. Brynn, depending on if she's done some self-work, she would be awesome. I just don't know if she's ready to find her forever person.
Until she finds her forever self.
I love that. Mm-hmm. Until she finds her forever self. I was toying with Portia Williams
That would be a good one.
She would be a great one. However, you would have to find someone who could handle her because she is a very strong woman. She does not need anything from anybody. And sometimes men get very intimidated by that. They want to be needed for something.
Yeah, they would have to have the lineup.
The lineup would have to be 5-star.
Yeah.
You have a little tear right here.
It's because I'm tired.
It's okay, same.
We drove today. That was the only thing, too.
Oh my gosh,
And you
one
know
of the
what
moms.
I have to take when I drive?
Dramamine. That's. Oh, did you drive?
No, Landon drove, but
I
just always take them because if I don't take it and I do get car sick, my whole day is done.
Well, by the way, one of the moms from Ocean School
Yeah.
we were talking about our addiction to Unisom and how we all had to wean ourselves off because Unisom is great, you guys, and I love it more than I should, but it is not for long-term use. Just know that. So we all started talking about what we do to go to sleep, and we all talked about how we had to wean ourselves off to where you break it in half, break it into a quarter to start getting off of it. And so I started taking the Let Me Sleep gummies. Who people were up in arms. They're like, this is a marketing scam. You can get the same thing for less money. I'm telling you, I've tried everything. Let Me Sleep gummies really freaking work for me. So one of my mom friends said, you have to try this sleepy time drink.
Tea?
It's just, you just put it in water. It's like a packet of powder. It's got cherry tart in it or something, which I guess really helps people go to sleep. Yeah. Has no melatonin in it.
Yeah, what's the, I'm blanking, but I know it. What's the smell that makes you, lavender? Doesn't that make you sleepy?
Yes, the smell of it. Anyway, it's called Absorption. She had a box of these delivered to me from Erewhon, and when I say it, KO'd my ass into the oblivion.
I want one.
I'm still trying to come to. I can't take it at 10 o'clock at night.
No, you got to take it at 7 with dinner.
Totally. I got to put Sosa to bed and then rock on. Right? Anyway, back to Love Hotel. I think Heather Gay would be an awesome one because she's a powerhouse, but I don't think she's been a part of reality TV for so long or maybe she's just more normal.
She's still open.
She's still a normal person.
Yeah.
I just don't see her being super.
But I still think people could get, because she's got a lot going. She's very, she's a powerful woman. People could, guys could still be very intimidated by that, even if she does play it right. You're not keeping up in this aspect. I mean, any person they put on it, any woman from reality TV show, in all honesty, is going to be a powerhouse as well.
Well, yeah, of course.
I'm not going to say every girl. They'll all
a lot
be
of them are
somebody,
household names.
Yeah, who is going to have a hard time finding a guy who isn't feeling the same level of power in a sense. You get what I'm saying? They're all
I
gonna
do.
Be intimidated.
No.
And
it also depends on what they want, though. What are you looking for? Because if you were to have an Erica Jane on, Erica Jane does not want to get married. I don't think she wants a man to live with her. I don't think she wants to live with a man. So, you would really have to figure out what the intentions are before bringing them on.
Yes.
Because sometimes you hear on The Bachelor, this person came on because they wanted to be famous and they've got a girlfriend at home. Intentions start getting a little bit... The lines get blurred and skewed when a show kind of pops off and becomes very successful because then you have a reference, right? And you see what a show has done for somebody.
Yeah.
That's what started happening with Vanderpump Rules. It happened with The Bachelor. Love Hotel is only on
Island.
season 1. Right.
All of those, yes. You're going because my following can jump from X to X.
Right.
I'm not really even here for whatever the fucking reason is.
Well, a lot of the dudes on Love Hotel said, I don't have TV. I have heard of Housewives, but I've never watched the show.
That's
Who knows?
how I
You
would
can say
say
whatever.
it too when I would do it. They've all fucking seen it. Get out of here.
Really? You think?
I'm not...
I think there's a difference between knowing the Housewives
You know something of it. You're not walking into that going, I've never heard.
No, but I don't think that they're trying to pretend. What I think they're saying is, I've never seen it, so I don't know what these women have to offer. Like, I don't know what they're like.
I've heard about
I've never
them.
seen.
I've never watched. Because that's me.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. I've only had to watch because of this, which I've enjoyed. but no, like, I really wouldn't. Like, I would have been like, yeah, I know Erica Jane. Like, if she was in there, I'd have been like, I have no idea about you, what you want. I wouldn't even know about the divorce and any of that because I'm not in there.
Yeah, I know. It was like when producer John was like, a lot of people are voting for Erica Jane. I don't know if she has like been through something. And I'm like, she's been through something. Yes.
That's when I could look at John and go,
living under a rock.
Are you? Come on, you son of a bitch.
Jax Taylor on his podcast thinks maybe Brittany Cartwright bamboozled him to get on VPR. Now, when I say this, I mean that he is trying to put a narrative out there that she knew he was on a show because she watched it, and maybe she tried to infiltrate the group.
I would say yes, if it was not a 10-year marriage with a child, and you don't bamboozle that far into it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Rachel.
She bamboozled her way. 100%.
Brittany, in my opinion, did not bamboozle. You don't bamboozle for 10 years and pop a kid out and go, this is real life, and go, got ya.
Especially
bamboozled ya.
Well, and like, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm sure she knew of the show because her friends watched it, right? But
Bose
knew
about the show.
Right, but there's no way that if Brittany watched the show religiously, she'd be like, that's the one I want. Like, not trying to be a dick, but I just don't see that happening.
She met you and you guys, fell in love. She didn't bamboozle. Like, that's something where I hope that Jax does look at it and go, she didn't bamboozle. You got to look at the broader picture of like, you have a child, you were married, you bought a house.
Right.
A bamboozle is she rolls in here to a DJ gig, you guys have sex, you're the girlfriend, break up, and then she fucks your best friend. Yeah, and
now
she's still
that's
on
a
the
bamboozle.
show. And she's on the show. That's a bamboozle. Not to marry you, have a kid, buy a house, and now have to deal with divorce.
And rock with you through so many ups and downs.
Yes, like that's not a bamboozle. And I do believe Jax will get to that point of like realizing it that, no, you didn't bamboozle.
He will. He's going to do, I'm sure. I did hear a bit about the reunion that they filmed last week. I hear that there's some resolution between cast members. Others, the door's not completely closed, but
they're not all shut.
Exactly.
Which is good. That's what you want on it.
From what I heard, I think people are going to be shocked to hear what Jax says. And I'm going to leave it at that before I spill too much. But I think it's going to be really great. The season's been really great. And I feel weird like breaking down the episodes and things like that as we watch. Because it's like
hard.
I'm really close to it.
It's like
but I'm not on it.
It's a rock and a hard spot. Like I know so much, but what can I say? And also I'm friends and is
also
that how
it's
it is
just,
for you?
Yes, and it's like I'm too close to it as a friend, but also not close enough to where
your opinion matters and
and it's their show.
Yeah.
Like I'm just over here. I've popped in, but like it's y'all's show. Mm-hmm. Do your thing. I'm enjoying it. I'm not gonna break it down. I just don't want the smoke. I also don't want to look a certain type of way by doing that, you know, because so many people are like, oh, she wants desperate. To be on it. She wants to be on it. She bought a house in the valley to be on it. Guys, I'm all good. I'm just over here chilling. I'm enjoying watching
We're
it.
Talking about it for you.
I think everyone's holding their weight too, which is all you can ask for in reality TV. Like I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and it's reminding. The season's very dark. I hope that it lightens up at some point, but it's reminding me of Vanderpump Rules in the sense that nobody has yet caught on to the fact that there's cameras there. They're living their lives
Which
so
is
authentically.
and that's what you've
And I hope
seen
it
me
never changes.
when you were watching it with Mom.
Yeah.
I walked into, I can't even remember. I just walked in the house. You guys were watching it, and I was standing there, and it hit me. I was like, I'm Kent.
Yeah,
My dad.
you are Kent.
I was sitting behind it, and I was like, I'll just watch it for a sec. 10 minutes went by, and I was like, I got to get the hell out of here.
No, you guys, he was watching from behind, and I was like, you can sit down. He goes, no, I'm just going to go watch some basketball. 2 minutes past, he's still there. I'm like, you can sit down. He works his way to the sliding glass door, and he's like, yeah, I'm just going to watch
I don't
some
want to like it,
basketball.
but I do.
He's still watching. I was like, all right, close the door.
I know, and then that was the other thing. I went over and watched basketball, and I was like, what's going on in the Valley?
It's really good.
No, they did a very, very good job, and I'm excited to keep watching. Like, I really am. Like, it's not for me, and I'm very different than everyone in the Bravo world, I think. Mm-hmm. When I'm watching like the Housewives and things like that, like I can tell it's a show.
Yeah.
This one, because, and maybe it is because I know so much about everything because
Yeah.
of you and how close we are with most of them, that it's so real.
Right.
Like,
I know.
Like, even with Jax and all of that, like, when they got in that fight and he's like, I'm done. Like,
I like when the boys walk in and they're like, Brittany this, Brittany that. And he goes, well, what about me? I'm like, wow. We really are flies on the wall. No one is thinking like, how will this come across on television?
They don't
at
care.
all. No one cares.
no. And that's the best part about
And
it.
it's so good.
Do you, I'm going to have a little hot take. Do you want to know who I want on it so bad?
Who?
Schwarz.
So bad. I saw him the other day and I was like, Schwartzy,
Like,
I want you on my TV.
yes, there's just something about, like, I was just watching, like, Schwartz funny moments. It just on TikTok, it came through.
Yeah.
And Jax is on the couch. This is probably season 2, 3, maybe. And he just grabs the phone and throws it at the wall. Jax does.
That was my phone.
And Schwartz, he goes, was that my phone? I need that. Just like those things. And now you see the Valley
Wow,
is pretty much that cast. Mm-hmm. And Schwartz is just, with Kristen Doute, he was great. Like, he would just be a mix. And the one thing that you said that I think he could do is lighten it up. Even in the darkest of moments, you could have some Schwartzy light. And that, I really do want Schwartz back on the TV. There's just something about him that is just like...
You want to know what else it is, though? He's a seasoned reality TV personality, and the friendships are so deep-rooted and the stakes are so high. And I think that's what I loved about filming Vanderpump with that group of people, because we would go at each other's throats. But we always knew that, like, we could come back from it.
Yeah, but like what I feel like a lot of people don't understand is like, you guys are going at each other's throats, and even at the awkward silence, Schwartzy saying something just releases and gets everybody back to maybe they're not so, I'm not defending anymore.
Yeah.
My guard is down because you made a good high joke in the moment. And everybody kind of puts their guard down. And nobody really realizes that.
No, I agree.
In those little things. It's even me on this little
He
podcast.
adds lightheartedness.
When it was, you know, like when we have a guest on and you guys are talking and I just put in my little, like, whatever it may
lighten the
be.
mood.
Lighten the mood. Maybe people don't see it, but like there's something in that I notice with him that lightens everything just on what I've seen. And that is something that I would love to see on the Valley.
Me too. They need to lighten it up a little bit.
And they need to have that character, in my opinion, that's the single guy who's like bringing random women in and they're all judging that. I know they all have
They
their
have
own thing.
Jax.
Well, yeah, but that's a different story. Let's get one on target.
No, I really hope that it lightens up next season.
Same.
And even Doty said, you know, the season's great, but I'm hoping for some lightheartedness should a season 3 fall into our laps.
Yeah. But no, that is my one thing is like I love. And apologies,
Bravo-
I fucking love
No,
Schwartz.
but I think a lot of people do. He just made an appearance on Summer House.
Yeah.
You know, he's
just-
just like
he's
such a
just-
vibe. He's just chill, here for a good time.
Just bringing you a plant.
Bring me a plant.
Like, I just love him. He's like his energy and everything. Like, even saying you guys, like his little thing and like disarming everyone. Like, he walks in the house and like I feel
Peaceful.
"Hey,
Yeah, it's
what are
happy.
you doing?
Anytime I've gone toes with Schwarz.
You can't do it honestly because you just end up laughing.
No, season 10, I really was ready. I took everything in me to not flip the pizza in his face. And he's like this, oh, look at those lips. Ugh.
I guarantee if you would have flipped the pizza at him, he would have gone, well, I was just going to eat it one piece at a time.
No, literally, after we exploded like that, I walk into the other room that the wall is literally just like ropes that you use to tie a boat. And he goes like this to me and he goes, Lala, I'm really sorry. I go, shut the fuck up. And he was like, okay.
But that little thing of in the rope. Law, I'm sorry. It's like, it's so much different than just being like, I'm so sorry.
And I wasn't ready to let it go because it had only happened like 30 seconds ago after he apologized. Like,
but after you're like, you apologize and you're like fucking behind ropes, dude. And then
I know.
There's the arm. You're disarmed again.
But
like,
I had so much fun filming things like that because it was like, okay, now that we all got it out, you hate my lips. I've told you you're a broke loser, but now I feel great. So are we good? And it's like, yeah, we're good. Sorry.
Yeah.
I love that type of
but
show. That is Real Housewives of New York.
Yes, but that's the light that I feel like just watching. What episode are we on of Valley?
I think 4.
4?
I think 4 now.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. But like that, it's like seeing that, it's like Tom behind the ropes is the light that show could use.
Yes, I fully agree with you.
Yes.
I fully agree with you.
So there's my hot take of that.
The last thing that I'm going to say about Roni that I feel has to do with like Roni's the only city of the franchise that had really stuck to like their authentic selves, fly on the wall. And they're at this like Italian restaurant and Dorinda's screaming at Sonia to get her coat. And when she goes, clipped, they work through it. Sonia has just been shit on, okay? And she's like, I'm fine. No, I'm good. We move on. It's the Italian way. After they just went in on her. And then they move on, and the next night, they're like hugging. I'm really sorry. I've forgotten about it. I love shows like that.
And we talked about it. Are we training people to talk bad about each other behind their back because we want to be nice? And it's like, is that what we need? Just to vent about you to your face, and then you vent to me about me, and we just after it go, we're good, right?
That's how I am, and people think I'm insane.
Honest. You're honest.
They're like,
we can move on.
Said the most horrendous things. I'm like, I know, but now I feel great. Yeah. And now I've gotten through it to where like I love you again.
Yeah. And you can also shit on me.
Go for it.
Because then you'll get how I feel, and then we can move together feeling this way.
Let me tell you something. The person that's in front of me on any of these shows could never say anything meaner to me than I have seen in the comment section.
Oh my gosh, same. And I'm not even on TV.
Ever.
I'm prepared for I could be on TV now just because the comment section has fucking
prepared you.
Oh God.
The comment section needs a show of its own. It is wild. I'm like, y'all are savages. Anyway, hi Lily. Thank you guys for listening to another tangent episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. We're still gonna be at this house next week, but soon we'll be in studio. I love you guys, and you can catch the YouTube of this episode Friday and the bonus on Monday. Bye. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all 3? I'm getting really good at that.